course. Tell us about this cochlear implant. What does it do?
Well, the cochlear implant is specifically for people with severe to profound nerve deafness. And it electrically stimulates the damaged nerve so that the brain can actually hear.
Yeah.
And that's what Amanda has.
Wow. Todd, have you noticed a difference?
Yeah, she's definitely picking up some things. We know it's going to take a while, but we're seeing her pick up things, telling us to be quiet, you hurt my ears.
Yeah, wouldn't that be wonderful? She's a beautiful girl, just a beautiful girl. What are your hopes for her for the future? I mean, obviously, as a father, you hope that she does everything that she wants to do.
I hope everything goes good with this, and I just hope one day she can see.
Yeah. Well, you never know. You know, I mean, it's you just never know. Well, tell us how old is this cochlear implant treatment? It doesn't sound like it's very old at all.
Well, the research has been going on for 25 to 30 years.
Really?
But that was just with a single channel, just to see if it would even work to stimulate the nerve.
Yeah.
But now Amanda has a 24-channel cochlear implant. So she has 22 points of stimulation on her auditory nerve. So she can hear the low frequencies, the middle frequencies, and the high frequencies, and actually hear vowels and consonants.
Oh, that's wonderful. And when did you first, how do you as an audiologist, how do you work with a child or an adult to realize that, yes, they're beginning to hear and they're beginning to feel these senses?
Well, the first thing we do is just to let them know they're getting some type of sensation. And then very gradually we work on, was it a long sound or a short sound? I mean, just literally very gross cues. And then over time they refine their ability to discriminate sound, and then eventually it becomes meaningful.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, thank you all for so much for coming back in. We're going to talk to him some more in the next half hour. Catherine's going to do that for us. Todd, thanks.
Thank you.
Hang in there. We'll be okay. Catherine?
All right. After a lifetime of not being able to hear or see, a Garland girl is finally able to communicate with her family and friends, and technology in the form of a cochlear implant is making that dream come true. Joining us this morning to share this amazing story is 11-year-old Amanda Huston, her mother Kim, and Amanda's verbal therapist Linda Daniel. Thank you both for being with us, and Amanda as well. We're glad to have you. Let's talk a little bit first about the situation before the implant. Tell us a little bit about what Amanda has been going through.
We went through a lot of difficulty communicating and frustration because she couldn't communicate what she wanted. We couldn't understand what she was trying to say. So a lot of behavior problems in the early years. And as she's gotten older, it's been a little bit better through sign language. But we're still hoping that this will make it a lot better.
We can see that she certainly wants to communicate with you. That's
Yes.
terrific. Tell us a little bit about the implant and how this works and how it's helping Amanda.
Well, the cochlear implant is for people who have severe to profound nerve deafness. And it's a computer that's actually implanted inside the head. And then there's a speech processor and microphone and transmitter on the outside that communicates with the computer on the inside. And it actually electrically stimulates the damaged nerve and creates hearing in the brain.
Let's talk a little bit about the next step, because I know you think that's what's important. It's important to educate people about what comes next. It's really changing the way that Amanda's going to be looking at the world around her and communicating with the world around her.
Very much. Right now, people have to actually do sign language into her hands, so she's dependent on physical contact with her mom or her teacher or her therapist in order to communicate. Our goal is to transition her away from that and actually understanding speech through hearing, so she will have the distance hearing that normal children have, and that she will have that independence of being able to communicate without touching somebody.
I know you say that's really the goal. Mom, what is your message to maybe other parents that are going through this sort of situation?
Just not to give up, to keep fighting, and that it's all worth it. It took us a while to get the situation taken care of, but once we did, it's all been worth it. It's a lot of follow-up therapy, and if it can give them one of their senses back, just do it.
It's worth it. Well, thank you both for explaining to us, and for Amanda coming and chatting with us and being with us this morning. We appreciate it. Yes, she is a very determined young girl. We're so glad to see her. Thank you all very much. We appreciate it. And it is now 6:18, so let's go ahead and check on weather and traffic together. You know, we start with